This summer on The Bold and the Beautiful, heartbreak deepens, secrets unravel, and shocking reunions push our favorite characters to their emotional limits. As Liam's fate hangs by a thread, Steffi and Hope spiral into panic. And far away from the spotlight, Luna opens her eyes to a horrifying truth. Get ready, B&B fans. The next 2 weeks are packed with twists you never saw coming. The week of July 14th through 18th opens with a somber and gut-wrenching atmosphere at the hospital as doctors scramble to save Liam Spencer's life. Following a grueling and high-stakes surgery, Liam lies motionless in his hospital bed, pale, unconscious, and connected to a maze of tubes. His brain tumor, previously thought operable, is now deemed inoperable. And worse, it's growing. Grace Buckingham is urgently paged in for a second emergency operation, but this time, the stakes are unimaginably higher. It's not just about saving Liam's life, it's about preserving what little future he has left. In the surgical wing, Finn and Bridget Forrester share a rare, quiet moment amidst the chaos. Their conversation reveals deep admiration for Liam's strength. Despite his pain, his confusion, and his tragic diagnosis, Liam never gave up. But while the doctors focus on medical solutions, someone else takes matters into his own hands and his heart. Bill Spencer. Overwhelmed by a father's grief and unwilling to let fate decide Liam's future, Bill makes a drastic and unauthorized move. In the dead of night, while nurses change shifts and doctors prepare charts, Bill silently removes Liam from his hospital bed. Still unconscious, still fragile, Liam is whisked away before anyone can stop him. By the time Steffi and Hope return to check on him, Liam is gone. Chaos breaks out. Hospital security is called, surveillance footage is reviewed, panic sets in, every clue points to the same man, Bill Spencer. But the bigger mystery is why. Why would Bill risk his own son's life? Where has he taken him? And what is he planning? Some speculate Bill is rushing Liam into a last hope clinical trial. Others fear this is about more than science. Maybe it's about control or guilt or an attempt to shield Liam from facing his own mortality. But whatever Bill's motives, one thing is certain. He just made the most dangerous move of his life. Back at the hospital, pure devastation takes over as Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan receive the news. Liam has vanished. The bed is empty, his belongings are gone, and no one knows where he is. In an almost surreal moment, Hope collapses into a chair, shaking with disbelief. Her voice breaks as she asks the same question again and again. How could this happen? Tears stream down her face as she clutches the last photo she has of Liam, taken just weeks earlier when things still felt somewhat normal. Steffi, usually composed and strong, is visibly trembling. She runs her hands through her hair, pacing the room like a caged animal. Blaming herself for not staying by Liam's side longer, her guilt is suffocating. She whispers through tears, "I should have known. I should have seen this coming." What makes the moment even more heartbreaking is the rare and raw vulnerability between Steffi and Hope. These two women have spent years battling each other over Liam's heart, over their families, over pride, and yet, in this moment, all of that melts away. They're just two women, united in fear and grief, praying for the same man to come back. The silence between them says it all. They both still love him. But as the hours pass and no answers come, fear gives way to fury. If Bill is behind this, if he truly stole Liam from the hospital, then he's playing God with a man's life, and neither Steffi nor Hope will forgive that easily. Elsewhere, far removed from the hospital chaos, a deeply disturbing secret is unfolding. For days, the world has mourned Luna Nozawa. Her alleged death rocked Los Angeles, a tragic, senseless end to a life filled with potential. But something hasn't felt right. And now the veil begins to lift. It starts with Lee Finnegan. Her comments grow increasingly cryptic. Her grief doesn't match the devastation of a woman who just lost a niece. Instead, Lee seems calm, protective, almost as if she's hiding something. Because she is. Luna is not dead. She's alive, hidden away in a private location completely off the grid. And Lee was the architect of it all. Lee fabricated Luna's death, orchestrated the cover-up, and now controls every aspect of her recovery. Her justification? It's the only way to protect Luna from prison, from public shame, and most of all, from her own mother, Poppy Nozawa. In Lee's eyes, Poppy is the real villain. She sees Luna as a victim of manipulation, pressure, and neglect. So instead of letting her rot behind bars, Lee did the unthinkable. She made her disappear. And now, for the first time, Luna opens her eyes. She's disoriented, groggy, her hands tremble as she tries to sit up. There's no hospital staff, no machines, no family, just Lee, watching her. At first, Luna is too weak to process what's happening, but as Lee begins to speak, the horrifying truth dawns. The world thinks she's dead. Lee insists this is her second chance, her only chance. She's safe here, hidden, untouchable. But Luna is not comforted. She's terrified. As realization crashes down on her, so do the consequences. If she stays, she loses her identity, her freedom, her right to make things right. But if she leaves, she faces public shame, legal consequences, and the wrath of the very people she hurt. The question is, will Luna accept Lee's twisted gift of salvation, or will she rebel, risking everything to reclaim her life, no matter how broken it may be? As the chaos surrounding Liam continues to spiral, another emotional battle quietly brews behind closed doors, this time involving Ridge Forrester, Taylor Hayes, and Brooke Logan. After years of broken promises and romantic whiplash, Ridge finally gives Taylor what she's longed for, a firm yes to her wedding proposal. For Taylor, it feels like a long-awaited victory, the culmination of a love story marred by countless heartbreaks. But behind her hopeful smile hides a growing storm of insecurity, because deep down, Taylor knows Brooke still has a grip on Ridge's heart. Despite Ridge's words of commitment, Taylor notices the flickers in his eyes whenever Brooke enters the room. The hesitations, the distractions, the unfinished chapters. Meanwhile, Brooke is being pulled in an entirely different direction, one that she didn't expect. Enter Nick Marone. It begins with a casual visit to Forrester Creations, but what starts as a business check-in quickly morphs into something far more intimate. The chemistry between Brooke and Nick, once buried under years of separation, ignites once more. Their conversations grow more personal. Their eye contact lingers. And when Nick suggests a trip to Italy, Naples, and Capri, the message is clear. This isn't just about business. He wants a second chance. He wants to reclaim the love they once had, and most importantly, he wants Brooke to step out of Ridge's shadow, permanently. As the week of July 21st, 25th unfolds, Nick begins putting real pressure on Brooke to join him. He paints a picture of romance under the Mediterranean sun, of freedom from old patterns, of a life filled with passion and clarity. And Brooke is tempted. Torn between loyalty to the past and the thrill of a fresh beginning, Brooke hesitates. But as always, Brooke is not one to stand still when her heart is pulled in two. And when Ridge catches wind of Brooke's potential getaway with Nick, his jealousy erupts, not with words, but with that familiar, silent rage, the kind that has driven him to sabotage relationships before. Ridge may be planning a wedding with Taylor, but in his mind, Brooke has never belonged to anyone else. This isn't just a love triangle anymore. It's a collision course. As we approach the end of July, the landscape of the bold and the beautiful is shifting under our feet. The quiet before the storm is over. And now, every storyline is hurtling toward an emotional reckoning. Let's start with Luna Nozawa. Now hidden away under Lee's obsessive protection, Luna must decide whether she'll accept a life lived in secret or fight to reclaim her identity. She's alive, yes. But is she free? The longer she remains in hiding, the harder it will be to return. But if she steps into the light, she faces the consequences of her past and the wrath of those she once deceived. Back at the hospital, Hope and Steffi are desperate for answers. They know Liam is gone, they know Bill was the last person seen near his room, and they're beginning to piece it all together. But when the truth fully emerges, that Bill stole Liam while unconscious and potentially entered him into a secret treatment program, can either woman forgive him? Bill may think he acted out of love, but from their perspective, he took away their chance to say goodbye, to grieve, to stand by Liam through the end, and that kind of betrayal cuts deeper than any medical decision. And what about Brooke and Nick? As Italy looms, Brooke must confront the ultimate question: can she let go of Ridge once and for all, or will she find herself torn between two loves yet again, just as she always has? Meanwhile, Ridge, realizing he may have overestimated his control over the women in his life, begins to unravel. Watching Brooke drift closer to Nick ignites a fire he thought he had buried. His jealousy grows into suspicion, his suspicion grows into obsession, and as Taylor prepares for their wedding, she may once again be left standing alone at the altar of Ridge's indecision. One small twist, one bad decision, and everything could come crashing down. What do you think, B&B fans? Will Bill's decision save Liam or destroy everything? Is Lee protecting Luna or controlling her? And will Brooke find true love with Nick or return to Ridge once more? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bold and the beautiful updates. We've got everything you need, from spoilers and theories to the shocking truths the show hasn't told you yet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.